We Happy Wednesday, friends, and welcome to another week of Jammy Time. We are so excited that you carved out some time to spend with us and your business. As always, invite your teamies if no one's here. If you're watching the YouTube or the live stream, I'm so sorry. I'm okay. If you're watching the YouTube recording, comment replay in the comments so we know you're here. If you're on the live stream, you're always welcome to jump on the Zoom link or watch from the live stream. And if we have questions, we'll try to monitor that as well. So Renee is going to kick us off. We have any news tab?
Well, yes, no, kind of, sort of. The the buy three get one free on the candles and the flowers is new in the news tab. But other than that, the next down news article is about the annual mentor changes, which I think didn't we touch on that last Jammy Time?
I don't think so.
I don't
Okay,
think so either. I think we should go over it.
so since I've joined, Annual Mentor has always been personally enrolling 14 or more new consultants that achieve certified within the annual period, which is May 1st through April 30th. But before it was just, well, let's see. I have it pulled up. I really do. Personally enrolling 20 or more new consultants who go active during the qualification period. I guess that's how it was prior to the 14 being certified. So they're going back to that, but they're leaving both ways. There we go. Let me spit the words out. So you can achieve it either way by enrolling 14 that hit certified or 20 or more that get active in that yearly period. So they made that change to the annual mentor. And that is it, folks, for the news tab.
Yeah, so super exciting the fact that you do have that opportunity to earn annual mentor. So I know that's something that I have always wanted to get, and I think the most I've ever had is 9. So it's something that moving forward, I'm definitely gonna just try and be able to hit now that there's another way to earn it as well. So that segues us perfectly into my light just died. So that's what's up with that. We're going well. That segues us into a little bit of what we want to talk about tonight. So the Mother's Day collection is in the news tab. All the information we're going to cover on this is in there. So if you're wondering where that information came from, it is in that news article. We have bundles that are available. And I've not seen a ton of people sharing this bundle and the options that are with it. So I thought we would be a good idea to highlight that tonight because Scentsy has not only created all these bundles, but B, they gave us a Canva link with all the bundles. So we have a graphic that we can change up. We can, like I went in there and I took off all Canada pricing because I don't have Canadian customers or teammates. So I just took that out of there. And then typically I would add like my face to a graphic or my information or something like that. I didn't do that this time, but typically I would do that. And then I focus today on getting everything out to my customers. So Dylan just posted that graphic in the chat so you guys can look at that. I created an email for my customers. I use ChatGPT. Every time we get a news article, I paste everything that comes into ChatGPT and I say, here's our launches for the week. Everything that I create this week with you, please keep all these details in mind. So I treat ChatGPT like it's my personal assistant. Every time we have a news article, I want it to reference all the details to each launch. So I told it, this is what I'm working with this week. And here's what I want to do. I want to create an email for my customers. I want to do a text for my customers. I want to do a VIP post. And did everybody on here attend or watch virtually SFR last year, where we had Aaron King as the speaker?
Yes.
She was one of my favorite speakers that we've had to date. I still utilize everything she taught on. And I listened to her whole book last year during mowing season because that's kind of my thing when I do audiobooks is when I'm mowing. And I listened to her whole book. It's absolutely incredible. ChatGPT knows how obsessed I am with her, and the way that I phrase any post that I put out, I always say using the Aaron King method. Because if you'll remember, the challenge she gave us was to post, I don't know if it was a join or a product, but it was using her method of how she tries to attract people by making it apply to something that they're missing from their life, or a way that would relate to them in a specific way. There's a certain way that her posts feel, the way she asks people things. It makes it more relatable. And so I always like all of my content that I put out to check those boxes of her style. So, and that was actually on the wrapped that everybody was doing at the end of the year. That was one of the things ChatGPT told me, because it knows how obsessed I am with that, and I'm constantly like, make this Aaron King style. Um, so I said, keep that in mind and do that post. So the text that went out to all my customers tonight just said, I just found the easiest Mother Day gift. Pre-made bundles, zero thinking. Buy three, get one free on flowers and candles. Shop the link above. So it's super simple. It's direct to my customers. Like, do you need Mother's Day gifts? I've already pre-made these for you. And it has my link. And then highlighting on the buy three, get one free for flowers and candles, because that deal's incredible. And I've seen consultants do this a couple different ways. They're either trying to get their customers to buy four, or they're opening up spots to where they'll have four people buy one and then give them that discount. So, like with the flowers, it's $13.50 a flower, and they're getting to purchase only one, get to try it out, and fall in love with it at sale price. Like, we should be pushing these in so many different areas. The other reasons I love these bundles is because my customers eat up taking products or bundles that are discounted and then putting them in a cute tote, or in a bag, or purse, or in a Stanley cup, whatever it is. I will now, between now and when the sale ends, I will take those bundles and I will try different things. So, like one of them that I did today was teacher appreciation gift bundles, and I found Amazon bags. Another consultant shared it, but they had like notebook paper, crowns. I don't know what else was in there, but it was like a 6-pack of bags. And then you take that bundle price, use AI if you want to, or Canva, and remove the background, stick it out of the bag. And then you now have a pre-made bundle for your customers. That is the Mother's Day bundle that Scentsy already created. And you're just pairing it with a super cute tote. Wow, I just mixed up those letters. I worked through it. I got there. Um, I can't tell you how many times people will splurge on a purchase just because there's a cute extra. It's silly. I don't know what it is. It could be a $7 bag from Amazon that they could go and buy. Like the canvas totes. Um, well, I don't have one of those, but I have one of these. These, correct me if I'm wrong, were $9. My customers ate these up. They're way bigger than I thought. They're like a corduroy. I just filled them. I use these for all kinds of different things. And then once I get other ones in, I showcase actually what they look like. They're so stinking cute. There's so many different patterns, but I have just grown a following that they looked forward to what different bundles I'm going to offer. Most of the times I'll use the curated bundles from our website that are at a discount. The whiff box is great to put in these because you're already giving them huge discounted value. And then my tip for that, if you have an out of town customer, because I have people all over the United States, what I do, especially with the whiff box, I charge them $10 shipping. I ship them the whiff box right to their house. And then Amazon, I have Prime, so it's free shipping. I ship them the bag separately. I always clarify with them that they're okay with that. But that has made my life so much easier because I don't want everything to come to me and pack it and ship it out if I don't have to. Because, I'm busy like everybody else. I don't want to have to take the time for that if I don't have to. So by telling them, hey, do you mind that these are going to come separately? It is so crazy. They're just, yeah, absolutely, no problem. And then they'll get it together. And then I'll be like, send me a picture when you put it together. I'd love to see what you did with it. So I make it like an interactive thing with my customers. Um, and then, so I have the text, I have the email, and then my VIP post for the Mother's Day bundles. I'll read it to you as well. Please hold. Okay, so I just found the easiest Mother Day gift, like actually done for you, wrapped up like you planned ahead. Pre-made bundles, zero thank you required, so pretty, ready to gift, options for every budget, and buy three, get one free on flowers, candles. Tell me that's not a win. And then it has that graphic with all of the bundles in there. So think of it like you're in real estate staging a house. Why these bundles work is because people can imagine gifting that already, just like they can see their family, their furniture inside a home. If we're showing them the possibilities of what they can do, that's why styling it in our home is so important to show, because some people don't think about the fact that Scentsy is also decorating. It's also styling your house. It's making a home or a house a home. So we have to think outside of what. Sure, we have the functionality. We have people want fragrance, but also how can they style? One of my favorite things to do is my coffee bar every season, because I go and I mix it up and I have a theme, and I just did my spring one, but there'll always be Scentsy inside of there. And one of the things I always say with that coffee bar is I don't know how people decorate without Scentsy. So I'm putting that seed in their head. The coolest thing also, I shared this with Tiffany and she had success from it as well. Um, on social media, Scentsy has been sharing these really cool unboxing reels on Facebook. And it's just hands, it's just unboxing warmers and showcasing warmers to music. I cannot tell you the amount of sales or the amount of interest from people that watch my stories and never interact with me that are messaging me just from me sharing that reel of Scentsy unboxing it. I told Tiffany this yesterday. She went and found it, put it on her story, and what happened?
I immediately got someone that liked it, and then they messaged me and was like, I need this. So then I messaged them back and I said, like, need it, like you want me to add it to my next bulk order, or need it like you want to get it half price or free by hosting a party.
Ding, 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 ding. It just opened up a conversation she wouldn't typically have had. Or I'll tell you, I'm guilty about sharing things in my stories that I think's cute or that make me happy. Like that seafoam warmer that everybody's going crazy of. I'm not gonna lie, I think that thing's hideous. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. It's not my style. I wouldn't put it in my house. I kid you not, I had four people message me that I have never talked to about Scentsy really. They obviously know that I sell Scentsy. Like they watch my stories, but they messaged me and were like, "Oh my gosh, that warmer is so pretty." It's something about the unboxing, and I love that they're doing it because I mean, it's not feasible for us to be able to buy every product and be able to do a live or a video for our own selves. I would love if I could do that because I know I would sell a ton more. But the fact that Scentsy is regularly putting out these unboxing videos, or even the pet video of, I shared that one today, like these, and I don't know exactly how it works. So I share it to my story and then I add my link also. But if they did click on Scentsy's link, it does take you to Scentsy.com. But I'm hoping that because my link's in there also, I'm not really sure if it trumps the other link, but I do link it just in case. So we just have to remember to get creative when we're sharing our business or sharing our business on social media, because since he's doing so much work for us on the content, their TikTok page is so good. I love the monthly edit videos with the sisters. Like that's so trendy. I look forward to their interaction of how they're doing it. So I think we really have to tap into what Scentsy is already giving us and then applying our own ways into it. And it's also giving you ideas. Thursday night shift last week. If you missed it, I encourage all of you to go back and watch it. I roomed with this girl at a retreat last fall. She sells minimum 10,000 PRV a month. She is absolutely incredible. She has been here 2 years. She just promoted to star director. Girl is on fire. She is not a people like an extrovert. She is at home. She has two children that have medical needs that keep her at hospitals and all the things, but that training is so good. She shares so many ideas, and one of the best tips she gave is that she literally every time she gets a local order in, she takes a warmer unboxing of just her hands. The duck mallard warmer went viral on TikTok and Instagram. And that's all it is. It's the same way. She slides it on the counter. It's her hands unboxing it. It's in her kitchen. She's not talking. It's just to music. I will send her TikTok here in the chat in a minute when someone else is talking so you guys can look at her TikTok videos. She doesn't do as many on there. She said she'd kind of slowed back from it, but she's like, she's got one video she's just constantly getting orders from. So she's awesome. But I really encourage you guys to go back and watch that. Okay, Tiffany, Dylan, Renee, anything you guys want to add to that little vomit of information I gave you? And I'll look up her TikTok.
I think you had something, Tiffany, right?
That's fun.
You had something you wanted to share tonight.
Well, I mean, not specifically on that topic, but I did have something that I recently caught myself doing, and I was like, wow, this is like it felt like it was groundbreaking. Like I thought I was like, wow. But so I was telling Dylan and Tabitha about it. Like I was just like, I don't know. It was kind of like a blonde moment. But anyway, I'll just explain it to you. So I had my last week was my very first closing of my listing. So I have never, well, I have, but it was fraudulent. So we don't count that one. Okay. So we only count the one where I actually listed a house
Fraudulent on somebody else's part, not
on,
yours.
yeah, not me.
Yeah.
I
Let's
did all,
clarify that.
yeah, I did all the things. I even went farther because I was like, this isn't adding up. I just don't feel comfy with this. And so I was even doing additional things to make sure that it wasn't fraudulent. And lo and behold, no one caught it. Like people, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay. But so last week I was supposed to have two closings, Tuesday, and this is just the life of a real estate agent. So or a mortgage loan broker because I'm both. But things can fall apart at the very last minute. And hearing that is very different from experiencing that. Okay. So I was warned to not count your chickens until they hatch. And I didn't, I thought, because my closing was taking place literally 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, I was like, this is happening. But the entire deal fell apart. And it was obviously traumatic, like not just for me, but for my buyers as well. And I had really looked forward to that because like that transaction was not only was I the buyer's agent, I was also the mortgage broker. So that was gonna be my first closing for a loan as well, which I was very excited about because I love learning new things. But anyway, when I didn't get paid off of all of that work that I had invested into that transaction, um, I had to quickly like pivot and get over it. And then Thursday came and I had a closing, and so I got paid off of that. And I do not like to spend my own money. I love spending my husband's money, but I do not like spending my own money, okay? So as that number goes down, as I have to pay for things, I just kept thinking about, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get more clients. I need to go find other clients for loans, for buying, for listing, for all the things. Like, I need to do this. And then every time I thought that feeling, I kept getting filled with more and more dread and overwhelm because I'm like, I don't have, like, there's so much that I have to do to get that going. And even once that's going, like the likelihood that that's actually going to get to the closing table, as I just discovered last week on Tuesday, is not 100%. And then I had this groundbreaking thought. I was like, you know what is consistent? You know what is reliable? Scentsy. Like I just bought my kids each two pairs of shoes. So that was four pairs of shoes. It was $267. And I almost vomited. I was like, I need to go sell a house. I need to go find someone that needs my services in some way, shape, or form. And then I just thought about it. I was like, I can easily put that money back into my account by just selling a specific number of Scentsy. And I know what that number is. Like I don't have there's so many variables a part of the equation that I can control. And then I just felt like like I said, it was like a blonde moment. I was just like, Oh yeah, this has been a thing for a while now, girl. Like it's fine. But for me, like that took a massive amount of stress off my shoulders because as the money just continues to fly out, like there's more expenses I still have coming up too. And I'm like, dude, we need some houses. We need this, we need that. And I'm just like, I could have a Scentsy party and literally make $600 and that money goes right back into my account. And you can literally do that in a weekend. Like I have to wait 30 to 45 days to get paid off of an immense amount of work that goes into real estate. I know that people think real estate agents just show things and get paid. That's not how it works, as we've all learned. And now Tabitha and Dylan and everybody else that has any contact with me knows like there's so much other things that go into that. But Scentsy not complicated, Scentsy simple. And I can make that happen in such a short period of time. So although it felt groundbreaking at the time, I hope you also experienced that from that story because it it opened up the world of possibility again for me. So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, she shared that with me, and I was like, I think that's important to bring up on the call because so many times people are like, I need money, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna, all these different avenues of revenue, which are important, but it's like sometimes we forget about the fact that we've spent time, we've built businesses, we've done the work with our Scentsy customers, but a lot of times it's just our failing to follow up, our failing to share this, launches that are happening. Assuming your customers know what's coming out is crazy. They're
Or
not
assume,
following. What's
yeah.
that?
Or assuming that they're not going to be interested in
Yeah,
it.
like
Yeah.
just like the warmers that I'm not interested in. Like we're failing our customers by not sharing everything with them. They're in your VIP page. They want to hear about Scentsy 24/7. Like that's the way it is. And if not, they'll leave your page. So you can post as much as you want to in a VIP page. I know there's people that do that on their personal page. I run my business differently to where my personal page is my personal page. Sometimes I do Scentsy, but most of it's in my VIP page. And that's where if you join my VIP page, you have just signed up for Scentsy Vomit all over your face 24/7. Doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. and I want to post it, I'm gonna post it. That's my business, and that's where you are to get the intake of information. So we have to stop putting limits on ourselves because we think our customers are interested in certain collections. You never know who's going to be interested in. And just assuming that people are saying no before you even ask them is crazy. You have to ask questions. You have to have the parties. You have to present it in a way that seems interested. And the days you don't want to work your business is the day you need to work it the most. The day you don't want to show up is the day you need to show up. It's just like going to the gym. If you give in to those temptations of laying on the couch rather than working out and you think results are going to change, it won't. It will never change if you don't put in the efforts. Your business isn't going to grow unless you're willing to take the sacrifices to do the hard things on the days that you don't want to. Do you
Mhm.
think that there every single week we want to show up and do a training for an hour? I mean, not every week.
Sometimes.
Some
Yeah.
nights we're like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Is this helping? But
Yeah.
we know this is a long-term play and it's important to share our knowledge with everybody because that's what's needed now more than ever. So you have to go against the grain and work your business when no one else wants to, or stand alone where everybody else is gone and believe in what you're selling, believe in what you're doing. I shared a thing today in my story and I thought it was so stinking good, if I don't say so myself. Um, and I want to read it to you guys. The real product in network marketing isn't the thing you're selling. It's who you're becoming while you build it. You grow into someone who can lead, communicate, and hold responsibility. And the income comes after that. Money follows identity, not the other way around. Money follows identity. You have to know who you are. You have to know why you're selling it. That's why you hear us talk about your why so much. You have to know what you're obtaining to get from this, or you're just treading water. If you jump in an ocean with never learning how to swim, guess what? You're going to drown. But if you take the time, you learn how to swim, you start with floaties, you lean on people, you keep yourself surrounded by Olympic swimmers or whatever it is you look up to, you have area to improve. Tonight we sat on the yard and I'm trying to learn golf because my husband loves it and I enjoy doing things with him and I've actually enjoyed doing it the last couple of years. Every time we golf, he teaches me something new. If we were to sit out there every single night and him tell me everything that I'm doing wrong, we would never leave the yard. And if we worked on every club, every area, I would be so much overload of information that I would never be able to attain it. Rather than every time we go out there for an hour or two, we work on a specific area. So if your sales are suffering right now, break it down. Spend an hour to figure out why are they suffering? Why am I not getting new customers? How am I failing my business? Even if email sending right now isn't working for you, I promise your customers, even if they're not buying right now, they're still looking for that. If you stop sending it just because you're not getting sales, you're never going to get sales from it. You have to build dependability with your customers and they have to be able to rely on you. They have to know. They should never guess if you're still selling Scentsy. That should never be on their radar.
Mhm.
Be
That's been happening.
consistent.
That's been happening a lot to me recently, where like customers are reaching out to me and they're like, even my dad, my surprise visitor last night, he came over and he made the comment. He's like, "You don't do your lives anymore." And like, so there was something about like that ocean thing that you were mentioning. I was just thinking about that as you said it. And I was like, I wonder, even if you learn how to swim and you know how to swim, I bet you're going to need a few extra skills if you get stranded out in the ocean versus being stranded in a pool. We're going to need,
Huge difference.
we're going to have to bring in some new skills to survive that. And I think like I loved doing lives. Like I genuinely did. It was a fun interactive thing, but there's definitely like some kind of correlation in between when I was doing lives all the time and then I started to notice that those lives weren't bringing in the same reactions, like it wasn't bringing the same amount of sales, and I recognized in that moment that maybe not like actually, but later, like upon it continuing to happen, that something had to change, that I had to change, that I had to learn. Tabitha's face is concerning. Your eyes are so big. I was like, are you okay? Are you shocked?
Mine?
Yeah, well, maybe it was fine, but I just saw you looking this way and I was like, did you learn some surprising information?
I
But
didn't
no.
even feel like my eyes were big.
Okay.
I was trying to get the Facebook up so I could make sure we weren't missing
Okay.
any
I was like, let's
comments.
just check in on
I was
Tabitha for a
I'm
focused.
minute.
We're
watching it.
good.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay. But I think we were talking about this too recently, like maybe this morning or something. We were talking about how like lives aren't as effective as other ways to share. If like Tabitha was talking about these unboxing videos, like normally me talking, that was very entertaining for people. That got people engaged. But now, people are finding far more enjoyment out of just watching someone unbox something with not the other part of it. Maybe that's more stimulating than people are wanting to consume. And that instead of freaking out and being like, oh my gosh, I have to learn a new way of doing this. Like, you could look at it in a much easier way. Like, wow, I don't have to put a whole face of makeup on or fix my hair or wash my face or clean the drool off my chin. I don't know if that's happening to you. That doesn't happen to me. I just want to put that out there, but it's one of the things that came to my mind. um that you don't have to do any of that. It makes it, you do have to wash your hands and under the fingernails because I will notice that immediately. But if you got your nails done, then I wouldn't notice. You're fine. But for the rest of you who aren't doing your nails, if we're seeing your hands, I want you to know people do care. I care. I'm looking at the dirt under the nails. Okay. So other than that, you don't have to be self-conscious about anything else. Moving on. Just fine. But I'm not a normal person, so you should be also fine. Maybe, I don't know. Moving on. But you're doing, it takes so much additional work out of it. And instead of looking at it as like, oh, this is sucking the fun out of it, because I used to have so much fun doing lives, it's like I can still have fun, make more content, and it be less work. Like, because that does seem like less work. And if you're like me, when Tabitha was like, oh, this video's doing far more traction. No, you go onto Amazon and buy a special tool that your phone sits in so you can hover it over so you can get like the perfect shot. Okay. That also was not necessary. I already talked myself out of that. You can use other things. I have a paper shredder right here. Probably good.
The tripod that you own
Oh yeah,
that I
yeah.
bought you would
This
be
has been lost. Yeah, but yeah.
perfect for that.
Yeah. So this anything
Why are we on Amazon?
I know, but if you don't have one of these, you could hop on Amazon and get one of those. It's this canvas. You know that canvas thing that I told you guys I really wanted that has the ring light on it too, and your phone attaches to it. It's like a lamp, like one of those that lamp that bounces in the Pixar thing. You know how it like is whatever, you know. Anyway, I just that was the thing. So you could use something like this, but it's like it doesn't have to be an obstacle. And I think that if we get back to having fun with it and stop looking at it as I have to do additional work and change that, reframe that, change that perspective, it's going to open a lot of doors. Because maybe I'm just speaking to just me, but that's what I'm experiencing. That overwhelmed, like I need to learn how to make reels. I need to do this. I need to study TikTok to find all of the trending things. You don't have to do any of that.
And I
That's
like
it.
that you said that obstacles because that's so true. You will stop and not do the content because you don't have that fancy phone light holder. Like you're letting those simple obstacle, it's easier to let the obstacle win than to be stronger and come up with the way to do it. And then also, like with time, because that's something we hear all the time is like, I don't have enough time. You don't need more time. You need more intention with the time you already have.
Um,
You can fit anything into anything
Literally.
if you have the desire to want to do it. Whatever is your priority, get your attention. So, what sacrifice are you willing to make in your business today that will benefit tomorrow?
Also, another really cute example of this, I made a closing gift for the thing that fell apart on Tuesday. And Dylan was like, Tiffany, you need to take a picture of this. You need to take a picture of this. I took about 25 freaking pictures of this dang basket. I was like turning, snapping the photo, turning it another way. Maybe we go above. Maybe we go like direct head on. Like, how do we do this? And I hated every picture. I was so annoyed. But there's this window in my office, not this office, my like other office and my real estate office, whatever. And the light just comes in this freaking windowsill, and I don't know what it is, but I just love windowsills, like thick ones, like where you have like that you can set things on it. I love that. They bring me so much joy. I was completely like, guys, I'd gotten out of the app, everything. I closed the camera. I was like, I'm done. I tried my best. Dylan can suck it. He's gonna have to just deal with one of these ugly pictures I took, okay? And I spun around in my chair and I was like, oh my gosh, like the light just hits this area so well. And I moved the closing gift over into that, and it changed everything. And every time I'm starting to get frustrated and I think something's not working out, it's usually involves taking photos, just so you know. I always remember that moment now. I don't know why, but it always pops in my head. I'm like, I just need to change my perspective on this, like, reframe it, try it at a different angle, and it'll always work out. And I saw this quote too that's also popping in my head. It's like, what was it? Dylan, I told you guys about it, where it was like you freak out for someone, you freak out way too much for someone who always figures it out. And I'm like, that is so freaking true. So also there's that information.
That's what a lot of leadership books will talk about. It's like the leader learns how nothing is worth getting all worked up about or shutting down everything because there's always a solution for every problem. There's just people that might have the tools that are better equipped to fix those problems. And as stressful as it is at my job that I am the person that everybody comes to with fix with anything, there's a lot of pride and growth in that knows that I am this person because I've taken the time and I've done the work and I've have the skills and I'm equipped with this. It has made me a better leader, and a lot of that is from Scentsy. It's shown me these ways to be able to be better equipped for my daytime job. And you can either focus on the obstacle or you're just the person who moves through it. I mean those are your only choices. You can let it shut you down. You can let it control the outcome, or you can let it be what fuels you of I want to be the better version of myself. I want to be better equipped for this. I want to be able to move mountains. I want my business to be XYZ. I want my team to feel this way. Sometimes your team is just waiting for someone to show them the way. I was talking to one of my
And your
teammates who you
customers.
And your
and customers.
yeah,
Yes, exactly.
definitely
And
customers.
I was talking to one of my frontline who used to be one of my top sellers, and like she's just in a different season right now. But I was talking about how, I've not been recruiting, and she's like, because I'm not working it like that. And she's like, well, I really hope by watching you do it, it'll inspire me to again, because I always am best at my business when you are. And it's like, there is strength in showing people to do the way. So as a leader, if you're not doing the things, like that's where you need to start. You can only control the way you work and how you handle your business, but I promise it does spread through and makes a difference. Does anybody have anything that they want to share or add? Any questions about anything? Anything you're working on you want to share?
I went to add something, but I know as soon as I start talking, I'm gonna start coughing, and that's gonna be really bad. So I'm gonna try to make it through this, and then I'm gonna stop talking. But first, I need to cough. Okay, we're good. I think it's out. I think it's out. I think like tonight I've just kind of been listening because I think what you guys have said is gold, and I think it's the truth behind the business. Is this business this whoa, this business is really simple. Like I think there's times where we like start making these lists of things that we have to do, and then those lists get so overwhelming that we're like, I have 5,000 things to do and I don't know where to start. And I've been in that place like recently, like I told you guys, I've been doing this calendar system where I'm like writing everything down that I need to and then highlighting it. Um, this stresses me out. I love it and it keeps me on track. Obviously, there's some highlighted portion, so I'm obviously doing the things, but like seeing it all there sometimes is more overwhelming than it is good. And so when I just opened this candle, like I said it, and now I've been sitting here replaying that phrase in my head, like, this is our business. Like, hopefully I don't burn myself. This candle is our business. Like, that's how fun this thing is. Like, it's so good that we get to like just hold these things and be like, this makes my house, this makes me happy, and I want you to experience this. And that's what this business is about. Like, if you're not doing that, if you haven't done that in a while, like go do that. Go change your wax. Go light a new candle for the first time. Go do something that like inspires you and then go on your story and be like, this is what I get to do. Like I get to just share this with you. If you don't want to buy anything, that's perfectly fine. But like I feel obligated to share this with you because I love this product. Like that's what we need to get back to. And I think that's you won't see me on social media a lot right now because like I don't feel like I have anything to post and like I don't want to be I love ChatGPT and I think you can make really good posts and stuff out of it right now, but like I'm just not happy in that place with like social media and marketing on social media. And so I'm not doing that right now because it doesn't bring me joy, but that doesn't mean that I'm not working my business in more intentional ways. So a few, I guess last week on the first of the month, I texted ChatGPT and I was like, I'm nervous, but I need to text all of my customers and I want to do a local order, but I really don't want to do it and I don't want to text them. So like convince me to do it. And it was like, do it. So I texted all of my local customers and I was like, hey, I'm doing a local order. This was like 74 people, I guess, in my area. I texted them all and I was like, I'm doing a local order. So many of them. I think I had 7 orders to place on the first of this month because I reached out. And so I think we get overwhelmed by those big obstacles of all the different things that we need to do in this business, and we need to back up sometimes. I think Tab said it perfectly. Like, take those small steps to be like, what can I do right now to make a little bit of money? Like, I got 5 minutes. What can I do right now that is intentional? And if you haven't texted your customers recently, if you're only texting them about specials, if you're only texting them every once in a while, every few months because you don't want to be that person, if they look back and the last time you texted them was December, would you text that person and say, hey, I want some Scentsy? If the last time somebody texted you was December and they said, hey, I'm placing a local order in December, and today you want some Scentsy, would you text them? Or would you feel dumb about texting them because you don't know if they're with Scentsy anymore? Like those are the things that our customers are thinking, like, oh, I need Scentsy. Or maybe they're not even thinking I need to text this person. Maybe they're thinking like, oh, I need to place a Scentsy order and I keep forgetting. But my consultant hasn't texted me, so I don't remember who Dylan is anymore, and now I don't know his name, so I can't text him. Like we need to be thinking about those things, those intentional things with our customers, so that way we can have the sales that we want. And keeping it simple, whatever brings you joy. Do the thing that brings you joy right now. Like go change your wax and share how exciting that is. Go do something that is exciting and Scentsy that you love tonight, and then let it change the path for you. That's what I'm working on.
Just simplicity, core
Yeah.
values, core values of Scentsy.
Yeah.
We have
I
to,
do. I really think we overanalyze it sometimes.
yep.
It's like it has to be like Tiffany was talking about. It has to be perfect. It has to like you have to be polished. Your office has to, my office is a shit show right now, guys. Like I mean, that looks like mess. There's if you could see how many bo I can't even scoot up because there's so many boxes underneath me. Like we all live in a shit show. If you yeah, like we all got it going on. And so if you want to 100% clean your place and make it look so elegant and unreachable and all these people see it and they're like, "Oh, they have a perfect clean countertop." That's not realistic to people. We're all sitting on damn Oh my gosh, I cussed twice. We're all sitting on boxes, right? Like just do the thing real quick. Like do whatever makes you happy, make it simple, get the recording done, hit submit. And the oh, I'll leave you with this. The one thing I've been thinking about when I do post recently is in 5 days, when nobody's seen this post, is this post going to bother me anymore?
Um,
I've been thinking about that recently. Every time I post, because I want that, I'm just like Tiffany, I want the perfect photo of a perfect warmer. I go to Pinterest, I look for hours for one specific photo. I'm like, in 10 minutes, nobody's going to know what this damn photo looks like.
Done, not
Gone.
perfect.
Yeah, it's gone at that time. It's gone. 5 days later, nobody's going to know what that photo looks like. Nobody's scrolling
Oh,
that far back. So post the dang photo. See, I caught myself that time. Post the dang photo and then move on. Go do something else. Go do something you love. Okay, I'm done.
it's something I've tried to work so hard on is fact of I can post this unpolished TikTok, but it gets the content out there. And obviously those are normally the ones that do better anyways. We just have to stop wanting it to be perfect. And because I promise you, any obstacle you give yourself will shut it down. You won't go back to it. You won't find the perfect thing. You'll never post it. Just post it. Downright dirty. Post it, as Tiffany will ever say, raw dog that thing and post it. All right, friends, we are going to wrap up just a couple minutes early unless anybody else has anything else they want to add. All right. Well, thank you guys so very much for joining us for another week of Jammy Time. We appreciate you so big, and go do something magical in your business. Prove yourself that you are worthy of doing it and having a paycheck and serving your customers and loving on your team, and just really, really, really strive to do something extra that you don't normally do tomorrow, just to prove yourself that I can do big, hard, scary things. And my team and my customers will know, like, and trust me again, even if I've abandoned them in this current season of life that I'm in. I am going to invest in them. I'm going to prove them I'm worthy and be consistent. Tell yourself I'm going to post whatever, whether it be once a week, once a day, once a month, whatever you want to commit to yourself between now and December. Make that promise that you can do right now, that you're going to stick to it. No and if buts about it. You have the willpower, just do it.